Good afternoon, guys. This is Diego Huerta, the Fit Realtor, out in here in Houston, Texas. Thank you for watching my videos. This is getting into real estate or becoming full-time from part-time real estate. And this is my number 2 video, which is being patient. You have to be patient with this career. It takes time to build. You have to imagine it like a building. You have to have a great foundation if you want to continue adding levels and adding floors to your building, and depending on how far you want to take it, then but you have to have a foundation to be able to support everything else. This takes time. Like, you have to learn from the mistakes you make. You have to learn from other people. You have to put in the work outside of the transactions. So a lot of people that don't have a lot of transactions or don't have a lot of clients, best thing to do is work on different things. Work on your Spanish if your Spanish ain't great. My Spanish has got a lot better because I practiced it, I learned, and because of my wife. That's probably one of the biggest things. She has molded my Spanish from Spanglish to really good Spanish. And that helps a lot. And a lot of people don't think about that, but if your Spanish isn't great, then you might want to work on it on your off time instead of watching Power or Lost, or I don't know what you guys are watching now on Netflix, but use your time wisely. This is your career. This is what you want to live off of. You have to be dedicated. And but if you don't have patience, if you don't work well with others, don't even try real estate, because you're in one transaction, you could be dealing with your client's family, the dog, the cat, the inspector, the loan officer, the contract people, the sorts. There's a lot more. I don't want to bore you with that, but you need to be able to cope with that. If you can't get out of your emotions, you're not going to have a very long career in this. A lot of people nowadays want it now, want it yesterday, want the instant gratification. And in this industry, you have to be able to have patience, especially when other people around you don't have patience. You need to have patience. You need to be the leader. You need to be the captain of the boat. And you can imagine you being a captain of the boat, and if you're freaking out during something or you're being impatient, imagine how the people in the boat are going to react to that. They're probably going to jump off. So if your buyers see you freaking out and being all emotional, what do you think is going to happen? They're probably going to go find somebody else. You're going to get a lot of pressure from a lot of areas, and you need to be able to cope with it. One thing that's worked out for me is in those pressure moments, I remember what I used to do, my old job, and those when I hated being there or whatever. So that kind of gets me by at that moment, or have the patience. Now, it takes time to reprogram your brain in those difficult situations, or those stressful situations, or those pressured situations, whatever you want to call it. But you need to be able to reprogram your brain to not be in your emotions. Once you have control of your emotions, like you're going to be unstoppable. People can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. You have a goal. You have to be there. You have to get there, which is closing. You have to get your house. You have to get your clients into a house. That's the goal. And the better you control your emotions, the easier it's going to get. And then you practice and you practice and you practice, and it just becomes a part of you. A lot of people say that I'm very patient, but trust me, there was a point in my life where I was not patient at all. And thank you, Jesus, for removing that. But anywho, you also have to be patient with this journey. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. So you're not going to get a lot of money in the beginning. You might not, whatever. But if you once you have established something, you start getting the reward. But you have to put in the hard work. You have to be able to be patient with yourself. You can't just try to rush yourself because you're gonna make more mistakes. You control basically this company you're running, and you need to be able to handle the stress. You need to be able to have patience with your client, with other people, and sometimes you don't see results. And that may be a little discouraging, but trust me, man, trust me, it's part of the process. You have to be patient. I think it's one of the biggest keys, and that is what's gonna make you different from another realtor down the street. From what I understand, there's over 22,000